Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
From Fifth Third Bank Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia, it is MLS Next Pro with Atlanta United 2 on the SDH Network here. Happy Mother's Day. Sandy's son Jon here, Jon Nelson with you. Jason Longshore coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to give you the setup for Atlanta United 2 and Crown Legacy FC. It is 3-3-1, hosting 6-0. Crown Legacy top of the Northeast Division with 19 points out of the blocks. Once again, no losses so far for them. 8 points clear of New England Revolution 2 in the Northeast. Atlanta United 2 coming into this one with a record of 3-3-1 after their first 7 matches. 10 points on the season. Had the 3-game win streak snapped last time out. We'll go over the highlights in that one coming up in just a little bit. Here in the pregame show, we'll go over the lineups, give you the refs, schedule, standings. A very, very busy day, traditionally in MLS Next Pro here on your Sundays, and we will get you ready for the action here at the Fraction on a Sunday, hoping that your Mother's Day is as celebrated as it always should be. Now, let's get you backward before we go forward and get you how we figured out this particular moment in time, go through the highlights of the last matches of both of these two sides. Let's start off with Charlotte and with Crown Legacy. Crown Legacy last time out, last Friday night, so they have not played in a little over a week. They had Orlando City B in their sights at Matthews, wasting no time to get on the board. A name you're going to hear a lot today for Crown Legacy. Yuri Tavares in the second minute.
Leads this team in assists with 3. Mello starts his engines down the left side. Ball sent in, headed on, and in the back of the net. Yuri Tavares scores in back-to-back matches, and Crown Legacy scores before the second minute. But again, sent back, an early ball pumped into the box, and Yuri Tavares, with his size, sends it into the back of the net. And Crown Legacy quickly on the board here at home.
Orlando City B would score in the 39th and in the 45th on an own goal, taking a 2-1 lead into the second half. But Crown Legacy would come back in the 71st minute. Tiago with the equalizer.
Out to an open Scardina. His first touch. The second one sends him into the box. Mayaka. Rodriguez da Costa. Yes! Tiago Rodriguez da Costa ties this match for Crown Legacy. We see it here. The ball might have taken a deflection.
Crown Legacy would take the lead for good only 2 minutes later, getting his brace on the night in the 73rd. Yuri Tavares.
His service blocked. Mayaka earns it back. Now Scardina slips through. Tavares. Yes! A second for Yuri Tavares. A brace for Tavares. And 3 goals now for Crown Legacy. A wonderful first touch to center the ball. And Yuri Tavares has 3 goals in the past 2 matches.
Crown Legacy goes on for the 3-2 win to improve their record to 6-0-1. 18 goals have been scored by Crown Legacy in the first 7 matches of the season. For Atlanta United 2, last time on the SDH Network, they were in Fort Lauderdale taking on Inter Miami 2. Atlanta United 2 would waste no time on their own getting on the board. Tyler Wolf, within the first minute, made it 1-0.
Be working their way from left to right as you picture the match in your mind's eye for the first 45 minutes. Efren Morales in possession. He is working his way back and forth with Sebastian Guerra in net. Guerra to his right, and Noah Cobb. Cobb, long ball, looking down the middle. First touch is a little heavy. Can it happen? In, it skips over, and it's an early goal for Atlanta United 2. 56 seconds in, down the middle. And a long pass from Noah Cobb, Atlanta United 2, wasting no time, getting a goal on the board in Fort Lauderdale. And Inter Miami CF2 is shocked.
Keeping pressure on the Herons, it would only take a handful of minutes for Atlanta United 2 to get their second goal of the match off a corner. Kareem Tamimi.
Kareem Tamimi with the gorgeous flick to the near post. And it took a reflexive save by C.J. Dos Santos to keep it 1-0. Header in! And Atlanta United 2 with 2 goals on the board in 3.5 minutes. Wasting, once again, the opportunity was there. The second corner in a row for Atlanta United 2. And at 3:36 of the first half, Atlanta United 2 with 2 goals on the board. Tyler Wolf got credit for the first one as he sprinted down the middle of the pitch. And the header goes in, and it looks like Kareem Tamimi's going to get credit for it.
Game would draw even after 25 minutes. You'd get a goal from Lucas Meek and an own goal off of Aiden McFadden. It would be 2-2 going into the half, and a late golazo by Miles Perkovic in the 88th minute. Atlanta United 2's 2-0 lead goes away, a 3-2 loss in Fort Lauderdale, and that draws them to the record of 3-3-1. Get you set up for today. Let's get into our starting lineup, starting off with the home side and Atlanta United 2. Sebastian Guerra getting his second start in net for the season. Your back line, left to right, Aiden McFadden, Efren Morales, Noah Cobb, and Fouad Adani. In the middle, it is Kofi Tumasi. He'll be wearing the captain's armband today. Nicholas Firmino and Johnny Fortune in the midfield up top. Tyler Wolf, Kareem Tamimi, and Luke Brennan. On the flip side for the visitors in Crown Legacy, Isaac Walker is in net. He's getting his third start on the season. Back 3 is listed as left to right, Joao Pedro, Joao Guilherme, and Jack Neely. Midfield, Nikola Petkovic, Tiago, Philip Mayaka, David Paraba, and Irvin Cruz Garcia. And up top, the dangerous duo of Yuri Tavares and Vinicius Melo. Your refs for this afternoon. Man in the middle is Islan Peksonar. Your assistants, Jovaline Bori and Claudio Badea. Your fourth official is Amin Hadzic. As we always mention, traditionally a very, very busy day when it comes to MLS Next Pro and the schedule. Schedule actually started just after Open Cup this week, back on Wednesday. LAFC 2 with the quick turnaround from all of those appearances against Monterey Bay. They had to come back. They got a draw until PKs. The extra point goes to St. Louis City 2. 2-2 going into PKs. St. Louis wins 5-3 on penalties to get the extra point. On Friday, Chicago Fire 2 and Hunt City. It was a 1-1 draw. Jack Collison's bunch gets the extra point, winning 4-1 on PKs at SeatGeek in Bridgeview. Goalless draw between San Jose Earthquakes 2 and North Texas SC at PayPal Park. Earthquakes 2 gets the extra point with the 5-3 win in penalties. Earlier today, one match, very, very early start at historic Crew Stadium. Columbus Crew 2 takes care of Orlando City B by the final of 4-0, and it was goalless at the break. You end up with goals from Bunbury, Holstad, and Gibran Rayo to close the door on OCB. So full points this afternoon for Columbus Crew 2 and a 4-0 win over Orlando City B. After this match starts, a little after 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock on MLSNextPro.com. It is Colorado Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2 from the University of Denver. Also on the web, it is Inter Miami 2 and Philadelphia Union 2 at 6 o'clock. That one is in Fort Lauderdale. Sporting Kansas City 2, also on MLSNextPro.com, is hosting Los Dos. LA Galaxy 2 at Rock Chalk Park in Lawrence. 7 o'clock tonight, Houston Dynamo 2 at SaberCat Stadium is hosting Real Monarchs. You can catch that one on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass. It is Hudson River and MLS Next Pro at 7 o'clock at Montclair State as Red Bulls 2 hosts NYCFC 2. Also at 7 o'clock north of the border at York Lions Stadium on the campus of York University. Toronto FC 2 hosting New England Revolution 2 on Season Pass at 7 o'clock. The evening continues at Providence Park. T2, Portland Timbers 2, hosting Vancouver Whitecaps 2 in Cascadia. Tacoma Defiance at 11 o'clock. Your late-night game at Starfire on MLSNextPro.com is hosting Minnesota United FC 2. So once again, this is match number 2 in a very, very busy day for MLS Next Pro. 10 matches on the board, either on MLSNextPro.com or on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass. Going over the division standings, we mentioned the hot start that Crown Legacy has had in the Northeast. Once again, 19 points, 8 points clear after their first 7 matches. Revs 2 at 11 points. Red Bulls 2 also at 11 points. NYCFC 2 is at 10 points on the season so far. Philadelphia Union 2 is at 8 points with a start of 2-4-1 with an extra point in the shootout. On an occasion, and Toronto FC 2 won their first match on the board 2 matches ago. They have 4 points on the season through their first 6 matches with a record of 1-4-1. In the Central, Crew 2, with the action that happened earlier today, they are now at 17 points through their first 7 matches, 5-1-1 with an extra point in the shootout. OCB is at 14 points after 8 matches played with a record of 4-3-1 with an extra point. Atlanta United 2, we mentioned coming into today, they are third in the Central after 7 matches with a record of 3-3-1. Inter Miami 2 is at 9 points with a record of 3-4. Chicago Fire 2 after 8 matches, 2-3-3. FC Cincinnati 2 coming up in short order for Atlanta United 2 in 2 matches. They are at 8 points. 6 matches played, 2-2-2 across the board. Hunt City, as they get their first ever home match at Joe Davis coming up next week. They are through 7 matches played with a record of 0-4-3, 3 extra points in their shootouts. After today for Atlanta United 2, on Friday they are at Orlando City B. You will hear that matchup on the SDH Network. And then after that, on Thursday, May the 25th, the quick 2-game road stand wraps up on the campus of Northern Kentucky University with a matchup against FC Cincinnati 2. Then it's 2 matches at home for Atlanta United 2 late May to wrap up the month. And then Inter Miami CF2 comes on June the 4th. And the back and forth in the schedule continues for the 5 Stripes. In the Western Conference, going through those standings really quickly, Colorado Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2 off to hot starts there at 19 points each, 6 points clear of North Texas SC. Loons 2, Minnesota United FC 2 at 12 points in 4th. Sporting Kansas City 2, they are at 11 points in 5th. Houston Dynamo 2 and St. Louis City 2, 8 points on the board through their first 7 and 8 matches respectively in the Frontier. And in the Pacific, Tacoma Defiance and Vancouver Whitecaps 2, they are at 14 points apiece, ahead of San Jose Earthquakes 2 at 11 points. Real Monarchs at 9. LA Galaxy 2 with 5 points in their first 7 matches with a start of 1-5-1 with an extra shootout win. Timbers 2 at 3 points, only has 1 win in their first 6 matches. All the rest are losses. LAFC 2, 7 matches on the board. They have 3 points. No wins on the board. 4 losses, 3 draws for LAFC 2 as they have worked their way through on the season. Obviously for Atlanta United 2, the spotlight on Nicholas Firmino with 5 goals so far on the season. Kareem Tamimi has goals in his last handful of matches. He has 2. Eric Lopez has 2. He is a part of the availability report presented by our friends at Piedmont Healthcare. There is no Eric Lopez today. Justin Garces still trying to recover from the ACL injury. Time for the national anthem here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium just before Atlanta United 2 and Crown Legacy FC. Your national anthem from the Proving Ground, anthems in the air, teams exchanging handshakes and fist bumps, and to take you through Atlanta United 2 and Crown Legacy FC on the SDH Network, it's Jason Longshore.
Welcome to MLS Next Pro Match Day number 8. Crown Legacy coming down I-85 to face Atlanta United 2. As John said, Crown Legacy has only had one blemish on their record this season, and that was a draw. 19 points through 7 games. Atlanta United 2, 3-3-1, 10 points through their first 7 games. Atlanta United 2 in the 4-3-3 backline. Aiden McFadden and Fuad Adeniyi as the fullbacks. Efrain Morales and Noah Cobb as the center backs in front of Sebastian Guerra. Second start for the Colombian goalkeeper. Kofi Twumasi, Ajani Fortune, Nick Firmino is your midfield trio. Tyler Wolf and Luke Brennan are the wingers, and Karim Tamimi is up top. Crown Legacy in a 3-5-2. We haven't seen many teams in MLS Next Pro rocking the 3-5-2. Isaac Walker in goal. They're 3 center backs for Crown Legacy: Joao Pedro, Joel Guilherme, and Jack Neely. Wingbacks Nikola Petkovic and Irvin Cruz Garcia making his MLS Next Pro debut. Midfield trio Thiago, Philip Mayaka, and David Poraba. And up front, Vinicius Mello, the oft-injured forward for Charlotte FC, making his third start of the season in MLS Next Pro, and Yuri Tavares alongside. 5 goals on the year for Tavares. 5 goals on the year for Nick Firmino for Atlanta United 2. We'll see if either one can add to those tallies this afternoon on Mother's Day. Good turnout today in Kennesaw, considering the earlier kickoff and the holiday. Saw some Noah Cobb jerseys in the stands a little earlier, assuming possibly family. Spotting a Tony Tiente jersey out in front of us as well. Always cool to see the twos getting some love like that. Atlanta United 2 will be in the all black with red trim, gold print. Crown Legacy in the all white. And it looks like our friends from North Carolina will be kicking off and moving from right to left on your radio dial. Final checks taking place. Let's kick it for 45 from Kennesaw on a very warm Sunday afternoon. Thanks for hanging out with us on the SDH Network. Noah Cobb brings it down under pressure off the kickoff. Crown Legacy wins it back. Mayaka passes forward to Poraba. Out wide to the right, trying to find space there. That's shut down by Adeniyi, who's playing left back today. Crown Legacy back on it. Poraba spins it over to the left side. Nikola Petkovic drops to Mayaka, the former Clemson man, long diagonal down the right side. Too much. Throw in for Atlanta United 2 in the defensive third. Adeniyi will take it. Up the line, Atlanta trying to find the combinations to get out of their own half. Can't do it. Mayaka back on it. Drops to the back line at midfield. Crown Legacy pressing numbers up high. Joao Pedro on it, back in his own half now. Joel Guilherme, Jack Neely up the right side now. Laid off. Yuri Tavares trying to turn the corner, can't pull that off. Throw in, Crown Legacy back into their own half. No score, 90 seconds in. Diagonal to the left side. Joao Pedro doesn't like what he has in front of him. Petkovic dropped to cover. He goes for the ball over the top. Header won by Cobb. McFadden in a jam, has Cobb to help. Cobb's clearance knocked down by Mayaka. Joao Pedro squares it inside. Back out wide to the left to Joao Pedro.
Pedro hits that off the hop, overhits it, trying to run that down on the far side as Vinicius Melo can't get there. Throw in Atlanta in the defensive third on the left side. Adeniyi thrown in up the line. That's knocked down by Neely. Morales wins the aerial duel, but Crown Legacy comes away with it. Good work by Ajani Fortune to block a pass. Tamimi can't get on the end of it. Here comes Crown Legacy down the left. Joao Pedro. Back inside to Petkovic. Further back to Joao Guilherme. Mayaka. Had some help on the far side. Jack Neely. Petkovic. Spins it all the way over to the right side now. Trying to find space through the middle. Crown Legacy now out to the right. Dribble out for a throw. Throw it on the far side. Adeniyi. Over the head of Nick Firmino. He fights for the ball the second time. Kofi Twumasi gets a boot in there. Tamimi stabs at it, but Mayaka comes away with it. Tamimi battling with Mayaka. Mayaka rides off the challenge of Tamimi. Gets past Ajani Fortune. Down the left side. Yuri Tavares trying to turn the corner on McFadden. Pulls it back. Pulls it back again. McFadden stands him up on the end line. Good work from Aiden McFadden against one of the leading scorers in the league, Yuri Tavares. A throw in the attacking third for Crown Legacy. And they throw it back to Joao Guilherme. Neely on it just outside the center circle. Diagonal up the left side. Petkovic. Joao Pedro's cross with the left foot. Morales doesn't get to it. Second opportunity. And in goal, goal, goal. Vinicius Melo for Crown Legacy. A great cross from Joao Pedro. Morales went for the header, couldn't get to it, and Vinicius Melo with the side volley. 1-0 Crown Legacy in the 5th minute. It's a great start for the visitors, not just because of the goal, but they've been in complete control early on. Dominant possession advantage. It's one of the top teams in MLS Next Pro, and they're playing like it this afternoon. Atlanta United 2 kickoff, trailing 1-0. Kofi Twumasi, Fuad Adeniyi, Nick Firmino. Adeniyi trying to spin out of trouble. He does. Taken away from him. Crown Legacy on the far side. Drops it back to Neely. Now into the middle to Joao Guilherme. Neely just inside his own half on the right. Joao Guilherme. Squares it to the left to Joao Pedro. Long diagonal, comes up a little short. Adeniyi heads it out for a Crown Legacy throw. Throw in, drop back to Neely. Squares inside to Joao Guilherme, still in their own half. All the way across to the left to Joao Pedro. McFadden gets spun around by Yuri Tavares. Tavares takes it into the 18 with the cross. Cleared. Joao Pedro, follow-up cross, overhit. Tyler Wolf runs it down on the far side in his defensive third. Drops back to Adeniyi. One more drop to Morales. Adeniyi. Firmino. Morales trying to play out of Crown Legacy pressure. It's 3v3 in the corner. Atlanta earns the throw. Hard work to get that. Great pressure early on from Crown Legacy. Throw in up the line to Firmino. He's dispossessed quickly. Crown Legacy back on it with Mayaka. Given away after pressure. Twumasi passes forward to Firmino. Atlanta now an opportunity to cook down the right side. McFadden can't run it down as the pass is overhit by Firmino. Trying to open the play up to the right. Right idea, not the right execution between the two of them. Throw in midfield. Joao Pedro drops it back to Joao Guilherme. Swings it over to the right. Neely. His pass intercepted by Firmino. Lays it off to Fortune inside the attacking half now. Fouad Adani. Up the left side to Tyler Wolf. Inside to Firmino. 1-2 attempt. Wolf gets on the end of it. Into the 18. Tyler Wolf bodied off the ball. Crown Legacy comes away with it. Ervin Cruz Garcia won that off of Wolf. Follow-up foul by Atlanta United 2. Free kick Crown Legacy. And they take it quickly. 1-0 lead for the visitors in the 8th minute. Vinicius Melo opens the scoring today. First goal in MLS Next Pro this season, third start. He has 1 goal, 1 assist now on the year. Crown Legacy on the right side. Cruz Garcia, ball long, header won by Cobb. Fortune trying to run it down, can't. Petkovic gets there first. Back heel to Joao Pedro. Crown Legacy resets back to the midfield line. Joao Guilherme. Neely. Laid off. Poraba. Neely. Mayaka. Petkovic. Now on the left, Joao Pedro. Pass inside, laid off to Tavares. Pass intercepted, though, by Twumasi. Firmino comes away with it. Can he find the open man? Yes, it's Luke Brennan out wide on the right. Brennan drops it back to McFadden. McFadden, big switch to Morales. Lost it in the sun for a second. Gives it back to Guerra. Sebastian Guerra up the left side to Adeniyi. Firmino trying to spin away from pressure. Rides off a challenge. Still on it, Nick Firmino. Long diagonal from Firmino to Luke Brennan. Great ball by Firmino. Opportunity now for Brennan down the right. McFadden, top of the 18. Cross knocked down unintentionally off the arm. That's not going to get called. Crown Legacy can break. McFadden chasing Joao Pedro and commits the foul to prevent the break. Intentional tactical foul there from Aiden McFadden. And Crown Legacy will have to reset in the 10th minute. Some shouts for a handball on that. McFadden plays it as a cross into the 18. It comes off the back of the arm, and I think the arm was down by his side. It was in a natural motion. That would have been an incredibly harsh penalty to call. Crown Legacy in possession. Joao Guilherme to his right to Neely. One more time out to the right to Cruz Garcia. His pass intercepted. Tumasi gives it away. Cruz Garcia back on it. The Charlotte Academy man. First MLS Next Pro match for Ervin Cruz Garcia. The 18-year-old playing as a right wing back today. Neely thought about giving it to Cruz Garcia. Brings it back inside to Joao Guilherme. One more time to the left to Joao Pedro. Back to the middle to Joao Guilherme. Neely. Passes inside Poraba. Nowhere to go. Drop back to Poraba. A long run for him. Squared inside to Neely. One more time across to Joao Guilherme. Here comes Crown Legacy out of their own 18 now. Into the middle third, up the left side. Tavares. Back to Joao Pedro. Back to Joao Guilherme. Patience from Crown Legacy as they build up the play in the 11th minute. Neely. Thiago. Back to Neely. Poraba gives it back to Neely one more time. Joao Guilherme. 15 yards inside his own half. Squared to the right to Neely. Passed forward. Flicked inside by Thiago. Poraba now on it. Here comes Crown Legacy into the attacking third. Driving forward. Laid off to the right side. Cross. Cleared by McFadden. Also cleared by Fortune. Follow-up opportunity. Shot wide of the far post. Big shot there from Vinicius Melo. Looking for goal number 2. Doesn't find it that time. Goal kick, Atlanta United 2, 12th minute. Sebastian Guerra to his left to Efrain Morales inside his own 18. Played into the middle third. Tamimi goes up for it. Gets a touch. Joel Guillerme also got a touch. Atlanta comes away with it. Tamimi. Drop to Fortune. Fortune dribbling to his left. Plays it further to the left to Adeniyi. Firmino in the middle third. Out wide to the left to Wolf. Back to Adeniyi. All in the middle third on the left side. Tumasi. Back to Cobb. Noah Cobb. A Johnny Fortune now. Dribbling towards the midfield line. Firmino tries to give it back to Fortune. Fortune runs it down. 10 yards inside his own half on the left. 13th minute. Patience from Atlanta here. Cobb. Morales. Fortune. All inside their own half. Squared to the right to Cobb. Noah Cobb, long diagonal down the left side for Tyler Wolf. It's over the head of Cruz Garcia, but Wolf can't run it down. Throw Crown Legacy. Defensive third. That's intercepted by Firmino. Back to Morales. Atlanta United 2 starting to look more confident here 14 minutes in. Firmino. Wolf spins around, tries to switch it to the right to Brennan, but the foul is called as Wolf was brought down on that long diagonal. So a free kick for Atlanta United 2. Trying to run down a match ball. Played quickly up the left now. Adeniyi. Firmino. Fortune. Back to midfield, Efrain Morales. Squared to his right, through the center circle, Noah Cobb. Back to the left to Morales. One more time to the right to Cobb. Tumasi. Curls around to his left to Morales. Up the left side to Adeniyi. Fuad Adeniyi curling across in. That's cut out by Joao Guillermo. Follow-up opportunity by Firmino. An ambitious one. High and wide goal kick. Clearance from Joao Guillermo. Not the best. Firmino ran it down. Tried to hit that off of his chest with the volley. Doesn't pull it off. Crown Legacy with the goal kick. Played long out of their 18. Morales heads it forward. Fortune able to win that. Adeniyi. Wolf. Back to Morales as Atlanta United 2 starts to set up their patterns and their rotation here. Tumasi to Cobb. Cobb dribbling forward now to McFadden at midfield. Back to Cobb. Cobb, big switch to the left. Adeniyi heads it forward. Wolf heads it back to him. Firmino. Fortune. Middle third. Into the 18. Over the head of Brennan. Out for a goal kick. Crown Legacy play it to the right to Neely. Neely passes forward. That's picked off. Here comes Atlanta. Firmino spinning to his right. Can't keep it. He's dispossessed. Now it's Crown Legacy dribbling forward. Vinicius Melo. Through ball. Yuri Tavares. Top of the 18. Tavares takes it to the left. Shot blocked by Noah Cobb. Corner, Crown Legacy. Into the 17th minute. Great play from Noah Cobb there. 1v1 with Yuri Tavares. Looked like Tavares had created the space to the left, but Cobb able to get across for the sliding block. 5 goals in now 6 starts for Yuri Tavares, the 22-year-old born in Lisbon, Portugal. 1 cap for Cabo Verde. Developed in the Benfica Academy. Outswinging corner by Thiago from the near side. Referee tells him to get on with it. Thiago low to the spot, cleared away. Brennan trying to find a way out on the right side. Can't do it. Poraba heads it out for an Atlanta throw. Crown Legacy tried to set up an opportunity there off that corner for a quick shot. The shot was going wide. Johnny Fortune doesn't know that inside the 6-yard box, and he cleared it. Tavares stuffed by Cobb. Fortune. Big switch to Fuad Adeniyi, but overhit. It's an issue on those switches from the right side of Atlanta's attack to the left because players are looking right into the sun. I don't think that was maybe necessarily overhit, but Adeniyi couldn't pick it up quick enough. We've seen guys shielding their eyes just to try to pick up the flight of the ball. Something Atlanta has to adjust to. And Crown Legacy from their left to their right. Long diagonal, overhit. Cobb plays it back to Guerra, the Atlético Nacional product from Colombia. Second start of the season for Sebastian Guerra. He started last week in Fort Lauderdale. Atlanta now up the left to Mimi. Lays it off to Adeniyi. Double teamed. Has Wolf there to help. Tumasi brings down a difficult ball under pressure. Great work from Kofi Tumasi. Back to Cobb and now up the right side to McFadden. McFadden dribbling into the attacking half. Now a Johnny Fortune to his left to help. Gives it back to Aiden McFadden. Back to a Johnny. Fortune surveying his options. Back out to the left. That's picked off. Telegraphed it. Opportunity for Joao Pedro dribbling forward. Passes inside to Yuri Tavares. Drops it back. Petkovic. Swung over to the right side. Cruz Garcia fouled by Wolf, who had tracked back. Free kick, Crown Legacy, about 25 yards or so from goal, and Wolf gets a yellow for that. 20th minute yellow card for Tyler Wolf. Yellow feels a little out of place there. If that's consistently a yellow card, that's fine, but it's not across MLS Next Pro or MLS. Felt a little quick there, but we'll see. It's also on the far side of the field. Maybe Wolf went in very high. Didn't look like it, but possibly. Free kick for Crown Legacy. It's going to be an in-swinger from the far side. Driven in top of the 6. Morales wins the header. Guerra goes up in traffic to catch it. Nice work by Efrain Morales. Yuri Tavares blocks the punt from Guerra, and he gets a yellow card. That one's a little more clear-cut on the yellow. Tavares pleads his innocence, but wasn't exactly moving in a straight line away from Sebastian Guerra as he's trying to hit the outlet ball down the right. So yellow cards a minute apart. Tavares and Wolf. 1-0 Crown Legacy in the 21st minute. And it's a free kick for Atlanta United 2 at the top of their own 18. Vinicius Melo testing the limit of 10 yards. Guerra, not really concerned with it, plays it long. Neely heads it down right to Karim Tamimi. Tamimi holding up the play, waiting for some help. Plays it inside to McFadden. Now to Brennan down the right side. Tamimi made a run, couldn't find him. Fortune. Back to Cobb. Morales. Dribbling into the attacking half now. Efrain Morales finds Firmino between the lines. Out wide to the left to Tyler Wolf. Wolf, corner of the 18. Lays it inside, doesn't hit Firmino on the run. Picked off by Petkovic. Poraba. Up the right side. Vinicius Melo. Cruz Garcia. Poraba. Crown Legacy on the right side trying to get into the attacking half. They get a throw instead. First half action on the SDH Network brought to you by Burnt Hickory Brewery, home of the Down South Hellas Lager, the official beer of Atlanta United 2. Burnt Hickory Brewery. Thanks for supporting Atlanta United 2 and our SDH broadcasts. Crown Legacy up the left side now off of that free kick. Tavares loses out on the aerial duel with Cobb. But Crown Legacy able to handle things well, and it works its way back to Isaac Walker. Third start of the year for the rookie goalkeeper Walker. Crown Legacy gets a throw on the far side. About as perfect of a start as you could get for Crown Legacy in the first 5 minutes. They were in complete control. That level of control has waned as we have made our way into the 23rd minute. Still 1-0 Crown Legacy. And they're keeping Atlanta at bay in the attacking third so far. Trying to play their way into the middle third right now as Crown Legacy. Philip Mayaka. Back into his own 18. Joao Guilherme. All the way to the left to Joao Pedro. Back to Joao Guilherme. Cross to the right to Neely. Back to Neely. Joao Guilherme. Joao Pedro on the left. Back inside to Joao Guilherme. Now into the middle third. Now into the attacking half. Petkovic. Knocked away from Mello by Cobb and Fortune. Tuamasi comes away with it. Outside of the right football, trying to hit the run of Tyler Wolf. He's going to run that down on the far side. Wolf into the attacking third. Cuts back to his right foot. Tries the nutmeg. Pulls it off. Has Adeniyi. Now all the way back to Cobb. The attack didn't materialize that time. Wolf had to bring it back. Fortune up the right side to McFadden. Maybe from the right it will materialize. McFadden, left-footed cross, headed away. Firmino was bumped, no foul. Tuamasi brings it down. Wolf. Back to Adeniyi. Inside to Firmino. Attacking third play for Atlanta United 2. Firmino spins around to his right. Can't get the shot off. Fortune dribbles to his left. Out wide to the left to Wolf. Up the line to Adeniyi. Cross. Back post. McFadden wanted the volley. It's headed down. The flag is up. None of it matters. McFadden was loading up the right foot. Brennan headed that down. I think McFadden would have been onside. Brennan was off. It's a free kick for Crown Legacy, 25th minute. Better there from Atlanta United 2. It's building. The Tinker Toys are starting to add up for Atlanta United 2. Irvin Cruz Garcia. Knocked away from him by Wolf, but he's able to find it the second time. Neely. Joao Guilherme. To his left to Joao Pedro. Edge of the defensive third for Crown Legacy. Back inside to Joao Guilherme. Trying to draw Atlanta out. Atlanta being very prudent with their pressure. Vinicius Mello in the center circle. Swings it over to the left side to Joao Pedro. Back inside to Petkovic. Into the attacking half on the dribble. Splits the lines to Joao Pedro down the left side. Defended by Brennan. Pedro. Joao Pedro lays it inside to Tavares. Petkovic. Back to Mayaka. Across to Porraba. Now back to the left to Joao Guilherme as Crown Legacy slows things down. Temperatures almost 90 degrees today. Joao Guilherme plays it over the top. Cobb wins the header. Down to McFadden, but Tavares is able to shield that out for a Crown Legacy throw. First really hot day that we're dealing with this season in MLS Next Pro. I think the pace of play is representing that. Joao Pedro throws into the corner. Loose touch from Vinicius Mello. Ran it down, but then crosses it over the end line. Goal kick, Atlanta United 2. Guerra forward to Fortune. Back to Efrain Morales. Fortune, top of the 18, back to Morales, back to Fortune. Two-man game, gets them out of trouble. Fuad Adeniyi, defended by Thiago, passes inside to Firmino. Spins back to Fortune. Fortune fakes back, goes forward, dribbles forward, tackle, clean one. Crown Legacy comes away with it. Mayaka. Petkovic, trying to spin to his right, drops it to Neely. Passes forward to Poraba. Back to Neely in the middle third. Back into the defensive half to Joao Guilherme. Over the midfield stripe to Mayaka. Middle of the park, Philip Mayaka. Former Colorado Rapid. It's back to Neely and now Joao Guilherme. Over to the left, Joao Pedro. Gets it behind McFadden. Vinicius Melo, quick cross. Morales clears it up into the sky. Settled by Petkovic. Tries to hit the through ball. Doesn't come off as Thiago made the run. Guerra runs that down to prevent the goal kick. He'll pick it up. 29th minute now. 1-0 Crown Legacy. Looking for win number 7 on the year. Atlanta United 2 trying to extend their home winning streak to 4. Wolf back to Cobb. Cobb up the right side to Aiden McFadden. Back to his left to Fortune. Now back to Cobb. Square to Morales. Atlanta enters the middle third with Efrain Morales. Firmino gives it back to Morales. Now Adeniyi. Back to Morales. Square to the right to Cobb. Still middle third for Atlanta United 2. Crown Legacy defending in a 4-5-1. Efrain Morales drops it back to Guerra. Sebastian Guerra inviting the pressure. Tries to hit the diagonal to Wolf. That's picked off by Thiago. Thiago looks for Petkovic. Finds Vinicius Melo instead. A Johnny Fortune stands Vinicius Melo up. Foul called. Not sure about the contact on that one, but Vinicius Melo gets the call. About 40 yards from goal, shaded to the left, and Thiago is down on the far side for Crown Legacy as well. I think Thiago will be okay after a little bit of stretching and a couple of minutes catching his breath. Hitting the sensitive area, if you don't get my drift. David Poraba standing over this free kick. Hand in the air, chips into the 18. Guerra, easy catch for him. Still 1-0, Crown Legacy, 30th minute into the 31st. Guerra, Morales, forward to Fortune. Fuad Adeniyi up the left side. Now Firmino in the middle third, spinning to his right. Can't spin away, but he's dragged down to the ground. One reason he can't spin away there. Poraba commits the foul. Atlanta knocks the free kick back to Noah Cobb. Cobb dribbling into the middle third. Twumasi. Good turn from Kofi Twumasi. More and more confident on the ball every game, Twumasi. Adeniyi, forward to Wolf. Back to Fortune. Back to Morales at midfield. Square to the right to Cobb. Cobb looking for the long diagonal. Finds it. Wolf in behind Cruz Garcia. Good close, though, from Ervin Cruz Garcia. Knocks it away for an Atlanta throw. Attacking third down the left. Firmino will leave this for Adeniyi. And he's going to load up the long throw. Fuad Adeniyi. Getting his steps right. Steps to the line, throws it into the 18. Flicked on top of the 6, but it settles into the hands of Isaac Walker. Almost created an opportunity there at Atlanta United 2 off the long throw. Something we really haven't seen from them this year. Walker rolls it short to Joao Guilherme. Neely, top of his own 18. Back to Joao Guilherme. The Gremio product swings it over to the left to Joao Pedro. Back to Joao Guilherme, top of his own 18. Walker. Neely. Up the right side. Petkovic now. Poraba. Petkovic. Joao Guilherme. Working the left side now, Joao Pedro. Inside to Mayaka. Back to Joao Guilherme. Petkovic drops between the center backs. His pass knocked down by Thiago, but intercepted by Firmino. Morales. Tumasi. Middle third for Atlanta United 2, now on the left. Big switch from Wolf to McFadden. Great ball from Tyler Wolf. Great look there to find McFadden. Now Brennan up the right side. Luke Brennan on the 1v1. Curls in across right to Walker inside his 6. Crown Legacy thought about going quickly, thought better of it. Joao Pedro. Joao Guilherme. Finds Yuri Tavares. Loose touch, but the long legs, he runs that down. Neely. Over the top. Petkovic thought better of making that run. Cobb. Forward to Adeniyi. Atlanta United 2, maybe picking up the pace just a bit. Firmino, fouled. That's another foul in quick succession, and that's going to get us to the hydration break in the 34th minute. So kind of an awkward spot for it, but the play just kept on going there. They try to do the hydration breaks at 30. I don't know why they don't do it at 22 and a half. I've never really understood this, and I've never really gotten an answer why you don't, because 34th minute, it's now the 35th minute as we cross over. 10 minutes plus the time for the hydration break rather than just finding the middle section of the half to do it. I don't know. They don't ask me when they create the laws of the game and all the different appendixes and such. It's 1-0 Crown Legacy. Vinicius Melo off the cross from Joao Pedro. That's your scoring summary. And we'll see how long they give them on the hydration break here. Usually it's a couple minutes. But coaches more and more. I remember when they introduced these, it was you can't coach your team during the hydration break. Not allowed. Get the water and stay away from the coach. That got thrown out the window a long time ago. It is absolutely a coaching opportunity now. See if Atlanta United 2 continues to push the pace coming out of this, knowing that there's only going to be 15 minutes or so left in the first half. We get the whistle. We'll see how long it takes the teams to get back out. No problem at all with a regular stoppage in the first half for something like that, even when it's not 90 degrees. It gives coaches another opportunity to impact a game. We'd just rather see it in the middle of the half, as close to the middle as you can get. So this will be a free kick for Atlanta United 2 right at midfield as Firmino was fouled. Not the most severe of infractions, but maybe also got you to the hydration break that was a few minutes late. So Atlanta will restart play almost the 37th minute right now. Fortune, McFadden. Back to Noah Cobb. Efrain Morales, Atlanta United 2, trailing by 1. Kofi Twumasi. Back to Cobb. Cobb asking for some runs in front of him. Didn't necessarily get them. Fortune. There's a backboard. Gives it back to a Johnny Fortune. Spins it over to the left to Efrain Morales. Dribbles forward. Poraba cuts off that run from Morales. He curls it back to the right to Cobb in his own half. Cobb. Fortune. Cobb. McFadden now on the right side. Aiden McFadden, run from Tamimi, can't bring that down. Good look from McFadden as the lanes are starting to open in this Crown Legacy defense. Walker catches it, rolls it out to Neely. Poraba, big switch to Joao Pedro. Just tries to keep that in and can't do it. Atlanta throw, a couple yards inside their attacking half now. McFadden. Firmino checks for him. Fortune gets it instead. Back to Aiden. Sliding challenge from Petkovic, knocks it out for a throw. Mayaka gets a boot there in front of McFadden. Vinicius Melo at midfield. Tavares just tries to blast it forward. Atlanta settles it. In the 50-50 set of duels, Kofi Twumasi somehow commits a foul and somehow is going to get a yellow card. Everybody's stabbing at the ball there, and Twumasi gets a little bit of the Crown Legacy player and gets a yellow card. The yellow card feels like it doesn't match up at all. The fans don't really agree with the call anyway. Vinicius Melo picks himself up. He's fine. Efrain Morales having a conversation with our referee, just asking maybe for a little clarification on that yellow card. That's two to Atlanta United 2 that don't really fit the crime. 39th minute. Just have to manage that now. The fouls themselves, not a problem, but the yellows kind of feel out of place. Now you have to manage it to not pick up a second yellow. Big switch down the left side for Crown Legacy. Joao Pedro runs it down. Hits a beautiful cross to the back post. Can't be controlled by Vinicius Melo. Guerra comes away with it. Joao Pedro's crossing from the left is outstanding. Atlanta United 2 goes along. Neely has a little trouble with it. Wolf pressuring. It's back to Walker. Walker spins it over to the left side to Joao Pedro. Inside to Petkovic. Over to the right now to Ervin Cruz Garcia. Tiago slams it off of Twumasi. Crown Legacy throw in front of their bench, 40th minute. Joao Pedro kind of playing a hybrid left back, left center back, left wing back role today. It's very fluid for Crown Legacy. It's fun to watch. Ervin Cruz Garcia dribbling through the middle. Tries to play that forward. Now Cobb called for a foul. Feet got tangled up, and that doesn't get a yellow, which if the others got a yellow, that would be a yellow. That is the most yellow of the fouls. Looked like the feet got tangled up, but the motion of the play, that's a through ball. Vinicius Melo goes down again. No yellow card that time to Cobb. Free kick, Crown Legacy. They just knock it back to midfield in the center circle. It's Neely. Mayaka to his right, 41st minute. Mayaka passes forward, shirt being grabbed by Adeniyi. That's an easy foul. Tiago earns it. Poraba, quick free kick to the left to Joao Pedro. Passes inside to Petkovic. Forward to Tiago, but Twumasi intercepts. McFadden defended by Tavares, back to Cobb. Cobb with the left foot finds Tamimi. Joao Guilherme got there first, and then Joao Guilherme takes a horrendous dive, an embarrassing dive that should be a yellow card. It's not. Crown Legacy in possession. Tiago turns, gets through Cobb. Sliding challenge from Morales is a good one. Poraba knocks it into the 18. Tiago trying to curl back around to his left, pulls it back to his right. Tiago in the 18. Morales bodies him up. Another big tackle from Efrain Morales. And the referee stops plays, coming back to Joao Guilherme. And he's talking to Karim Tamimi, though, first. Joao Guilherme was trying to block the run of Tamimi, initiated the contact. I don't know why he went to go talk to Karim Tamimi right there. That's ridiculous. Joel Guilherme, when there was contact after he initiated it, fell down like he had been hit in the head, trying to get to Mimi in trouble. He wasn't talked to in all of that. Crown Legacy with the throw. Into the 18 on the cross. Tavares goes up, catches Guerra. Looked like Tavares might have swung the leg out and caught Sebastian Guerra. He's getting a talking to, but no yellow card. Game management is a mystery today. The calls are fine. It's the management with the cards that are the mystery. Atlanta United 2 passes forward. A Johnny Fortune off the free kick. 43rd minute. Back to Guerra. Cobb. Back to Guerra in his own 18. High pressure from Crown Legacy. Morales splits the lines to Firmino. Nick Firmino getting so good at finding that space. Wolf up the left side. Defended by Neely. Pulls it back to his right foot. Wolf. Back to the center circle to Twumasi. All the way across to Aiden McFadden. McFadden thought about the cross, wasn't on. Brennan up the right side. Overlapping run from McFadden. Brennan dribbles inside. Joao Pedro brings him down. Free kick. Atlanta United 2. 25 to 30 yards from goal. Looks like it's going to be closer to 30. No yellow card there. Feel like we have to clarify on every foul today if a yellow is given or if it's not given. Because really, it's a guessing game. I should flip a coin. Tyler Wolf standing over this free kick opportunity. Two-man wall. McFadden there as well with the left foot. Aiden McFadden has been working on free kicks a lot in training. He's not going to be able to get to this one, though. Wolf wants it. McFadden makes a run. Wolf chips into the 18. Top of the 6. Headed on and in. Goal, goal, goal. Atlanta United 2. Efrain Morales. Set piece delivery. Perfection from Tyler Wolf. Efrain Morales goes up to get it at the top of the 6, and we are 1-1 here in Kennesaw. This match could get really interesting in the second half. Crown Legacy ready to kick off. Close to the end of regulation time in the first half. We're on it right about now. Remember, hydration break, so that's a 3-minute stoppage time indicated. That's about right. It was 3 minutes for the hydration break. Paraba back to Cruz Garcia off the Crown Legacy kickoff. Passed inside to Joel Guilherme. Forward. Petkovic can't connect with Joao Pedro. Crown Legacy really stumbling here at the end of the first half. Johnny Fortune throws it inside to Twumasi. Efrain Morales. Right before the hydration break, Atlanta United 2 had started to hit the accelerator a bit in terms of their pace. They get the goal to show for it. Do they have time to push for another? Fuad Adeniyi from midfield all the way back to his goalkeeper, Sebastian Guerra. Guerra to the goal scorer, Efrain Morales, his first goal of the season. Scored on his debut as a 15-year-old in Charleston. Gets one today. Here comes Atlanta through the middle third. Wolf to Firmino. Back to Tyler Wolf down the left side. 4v3 for Atlanta United 2. Wolf into the 18. Shot over the bar from Tyler Wolf. Cut in on his right foot. Love the take there from Tyler Wolf. Didn't miss by much. Walker got his hand up, but it was over the crossbar by a couple of feet. Hit with some power, Tyler Wolf. Goal kick from Walker. Short to Joao Guilherme. Out to the left to Joao Pedro. Plays it into the middle, right to Kofi Tuamasi. Noah Cobb on it now. Atlanta might go for another opportunity here. In the center circle, Efrain Morales. Up the right side to McFadden. McFadden drops it back to Cobb. Now one more time to the left to Morales. Back to Cobb. Trying to draw that pressure out from Crown Legacy. Atlanta's starting to find the gaps when they step up to press. Guerra. Over the top for Tamimi. Walker out of his 18. Has to volley that into the center circle. Firmino brings it down. Mayaka steps up to challenge him. Good win from Philip Mayaka. Porabo on the right side for Crown Legacy. Spins it back to Mayaka. Center circle. Pulls it out of the center circle. Back to Poraba. Joao Guilherme. Cross to the left to Joao Pedro. Not much time left here in the first half. Joao Guilherme finds Petkovic in the attacking half. Curling run to his right. Thiago now further to the right. One more time to the right to Poraba. Another time to the right to Cruz Garcia. Inside to Thiago. Curls back on his left foot. Taken away from him. Kofi Tuamasi comes away with it. But there is your whistle. First half is completed. 1-1 between Crown Legacy and Atlanta United 2. Very action-packed first half. Jon Nelson will try to break all of it down for you right after this on the SDH Network.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. It is halftime. Tied at ones at the interval. Goal on the board by Vinicius Melo. Great work from Joao Pedro on the left-hand side, finding Vinicius Melo with his first goal on the season in his third match for Crown Legacy, and that was back late in the fourth minute, just as they were turning into the fifth minute. So Joao Pedro to Vinicius Melo made it 1-0, and then after the hydration break, from Tyler Wolf off the set piece, back post, Efrain Morales with the header. He gets it past Isaac Walker, and that is how we are tied at 1 at the break. Jon Nelson here with you for the halftime show. We'll go through all of the stats and the numbers and once again get you ready for a busy, busy evening across MLS Next Pro here in the East and in the West. There's even an 11 o'clock match to listen to and watch however you access MLS Next Pro. coming up a little later on tonight. Once again, salute to all of the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day, and thanks for listening to us here on the SDH Network, however you are doing so today. Go through the halftime stats. XG about even at 0.4 on each side. Technically, Atlanta United 2 at a 0.38. Shots, it is 4-3 to Crown Legacy, 1 shot on target for each. All 4 of Crown Legacy shots were inside the 18, only 2 of the 3 for Atlanta United 2. Final third entries about even, 25-23 to the visitors, the one offside call to Atlanta United 2. Possession numbers 56-44 percentage-wise to Crown Legacy. Passes, about 25% more passes attempted by Crown Legacy than Atlanta United 2. Accurate passes, they have completed 50 more on the board, but passing accuracy for both in and around 88%. Crown Legacy at 88.3, Atlanta United 2 at 89%, working their way there. Joao Pedro responsible for most of the total crosses, 9 for Crown Legacy in the first half, 5 for Atlanta United 2, the one corner for Crown Legacy on the board. Defensive numbers, Atlanta United 2 with 9 tackles won in 12 attempts. For Crown Legacy, it's 5 tackles won in 8 attempts. Atlanta United 2 with 4 interceptions and only 2 for Crown Legacy. 7 fouls to 6 on the board, and once again, keeping an eye on the yellow card situation, or the flip a coin situation. We'll keep an eye on that. Tyler Wolf with a yellow in the 20th. Yuli Tavares with a yellow in the 21st on the punt block as he was trying to shield Sebastian Guerra from introducing the ball back in play. And then you have Kofi Tumasi on a head-scratcher in the 39th with a yellow card there on Vinicius Mello. So those are your 3 yellow cards in the first half. We'll keep an eye on that as we go forward here this afternoon. Looking at the other games that'll be coming up later on this afternoon and what happened earlier today. Once again, remember, Columbus Crew 2 started your afternoon off at historic Crew Stadium with a 4-0 win over Orlando City B. Big win for Crew 2 at home. OCB struggles on the road continue. Coming up in short order, we've got 3 matches in MLS Next Pro, and you can catch all of them on the website after this one is complete. Or you can multitask and catch the match here, and you can watch the matches going on in the East and the West. Colorado Rapids 2 and Austin FC 2. That one is at the University of Denver Stadium. And Colorado Rapids 2 coming into that match. They are at the top of the Frontier and at the top of the Western Conference with a record of 6-0-1. Austin FC right behind them at 19 points. 8 matches played, however, and they are at a record of 5-0-3. So the top 2 teams in the Frontier, the top 2 teams in the Western Conference going at it in short order at the University of Denver Soccer Stadium. Catch that one on MLS Next Pro. Also, Inter Miami 2 hosting Philadelphia Union 2 on MLSNextPro.com. The Herons, 4th right now in the Central Division, coming into today with 9 points in 7 matches played. Union 2 next to last in the Northeast, struggling out of the blocks with a record of 2-4-1 with an extra point in a shootout. They are at 5th out of 6th right now in the Northeast. You've got that one coming up at 6 o'clock shortly thereafter. And then also out west at Rock Chalk Park in Lawrence, Kansas, it is Sporting Kansas City 2 and Los Dos. LA Galaxy 2 on the road. Sporting Kansas City 2, 5th right now on the Frontier with 11 points at 3-3-1 with an extra point in the shootout so far this season. Los Dos, 5th in the Pacific, 5 points in 7 matches so far this season. All 3 of those 6 o'clock kicks you can get on the website at MLSNextPro.com. 7 o'clock, Houston Dynamo 2 and Real Monarchs. That one is on MLS Season Pass. Hudson River, MLS Next Pro style, is also at 7 o'clock on MLS Season Pass. That one is on Apple TV. Looking at Red Bulls 2 and NYCFC 2 in the Eastern Conference. We've seen both of those teams so far this season. Right now in the Northeast, those 2 teams are neck and neck at 3rd and 4th in the Northeast Conference. Red Bulls 2 at 11 points, 2-2-3 with 2 extra shootout points during the season. NYCFC 2, 10 points on the season through 6 matches with a record of 3-2-1. So Hudson River, a part of your 7 o'clock kicks. Also at 7 o'clock, TFC 2 trying to get their 2nd win of the year at York University, York Lions Stadium in Ontario Province, hosting New England Revolution 2. TFC 2 with that one win on the board in their first 6 matches. They're at the bottom of the Northeast with only 4 points. Revs 2 looking for another win, 3-3-1, but on the road away from Gillette, they are 1-2 this year. So how does New England Revolution 2 respond with a match north of the border? That one's at 7 o'clock with TFC 2 hosting New England Revolution 2 in the Northeast Conference. Also at 7 o'clock out west, it is Portland Timbers 2 and Whitecaps 2. That one's also on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass. With that one out west, T2, they only have the one win this season. They are at 1-5. They got that win at home at Providence Park. So looking to get their second win of the season right now, next to last in the Pacific Division with those 3 points on the board. The Whitecaps, though, they are at the top of the ladder, tied with Tacoma Defiance in points with 14 through their first 7 matches with a record of 4-2-1 with an extra shootout point in a win away from home right now at 500 with a record of 1-1-1. Then your late match, once again, for those of you who will have been hanging out with your mom, get a chance to get your late night fix when it comes to MLS Next Pro and MLSNextPro.com at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Tacoma Defiance is hosting Minnesota United FC2. That one is at Starfire. We mentioned Tacoma's hot start. They're also at the top of the ladder in the Pacific, ahead of the Whitecaps on points per game average right now at 2.33. Tacoma Defiance, 6 matches, 4-1-1 with an extra win. At home, undefeated so far this season at Starfire, taking the 2 matches that have been there. On the road this season, looking at Minnesota United FC2, Loons 2 in the Frontier. They're right smack in the middle of things with 12 points right now, 4th out of the 7 teams in the division, 7 matches on the year. Away from home, though, they are above 500. They've only played 1 match at home this season. Most of their activity has been on the road, and they are 3-2-1 away from home. We'll see what the Loons can do tonight as they are the nightcap here in MLS Next Pro. And 11 o'clock start, that one is on MLSNextPro.com. Looking at the benches for these two sides and what you might be able to see in the second 45 minutes. Once again, conditions here a little north of 90 degrees when we started. Right now, the sprinklers are out trying to water things down here on the pitch at Fifth Third Bank Stadium, getting you ready for the second 45 minutes. Players for Crown Legacy trying to get in a little extra warm-up, as are some of the other players for Atlanta United 2 getting things squared away. The benches for these two sides, for Atlanta United 2, at their disposal, you have Tony Tiente, you have David Mejia, you have Highmar, you have Alan Carlton, you have Eric Centeno, you have Sean Lanza. Backup keeper is Vicente Reyes. For Crown Legacy, on the bench at forward, you have Marco Filipovic. You've got Brandon Marshall on defense. You've got Eric Pena in the midfield. You have Josue Rodriguez available as a forward. You have German Songha available as a forward. Russell Shealy is your backup keeper on the day. Jacob Williams is available for you in the midfield. Brian Romero also available for you in the midfield, as well as Academy product Ivan Mata, wearing number 92 today for Crown Legacy. So those are your benches. That's what you could be looking at when it comes to the second 45 minutes. Once again, after that start, the first goal on the board, Vinicius Jr. Remember Vinicius Melo's story. Vinicius Melo out for all of 2022. He had a fractured foot, out a little bit to start 2023, has had 3 matches with the MLS side, coming in as a sub, getting in 20 minutes here, 19, and then 13. Has not had a minute with the first team since April 15th. He's in his 3rd match with Crown Legacy today, getting that first goal on the season. But once again, that combination with Joao Pedro and Vinicius Melo working wonders, getting that goal in the 5th minute. Vinicius Melo, now that he's starting to get healthy, he also had a bit of a chest injury that kept him out early this season. So for those of us who are here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium, for those who've had the chance to see Crown Legacy on Apple TV, you're getting to see what Charlotte has been anticipating ever since they picked him up as a U22, with him getting healthy in that presence. You've also got to see what Yuri Tavares has been all about for Crown Legacy. But after the hydration break, as Jason pointed out, the rhythm was there for Atlanta United 2. Field has been working in their favor and getting Atlanta United 2 with the equalizer. Wolf off the set piece, finding Efren Morales. The header goes in and goes past Isaac Walker, and that has gotten us to the 1-1 result where we are after the first 45 minutes. Once again, we mentioned we got the 3 yellow cards from Islan Peksanar, the man in the middle this afternoon, so we'll see. We'll keep an eye on what either is or isn't a card, what could or could not be a card. And we'll see if Jason found a coin here during halftime to see if he can flip it up in the air and see if we can figure out what actually may or may not be a yellow here in the second 45 minutes as both teams coming back out onto the pitch. It does not look at the moment like we have any substitutions for Crown Legacy. Getting ready for the second 45 minutes. Atlanta United 2 coming back out, getting ready. Doesn't look like there's any cards being handed out for the fourth officials as of yet, but if it does happen, we'll obviously let you know as we get into the run of play. Speaking of the run of play, getting you ready for the second 45 minutes here at the Proving Ground. We are tied at 1 heading to the second half. Atlanta United 2 and Crown Legacy here on the SDH Network. It's Jason Longshore.
Let's get ready for another 45 minutes plus. I'd guess the hydration break's going to be around the 75th here in the second half. And, John, double-check on the substitutions because they don't follow convention in MLS Next Pro. I'll get on the soapbox. Just flash the board at halftime. Just please. Every game there's been subs at halftime that we don't catch because they don't do the same procedure. John is checking numbers as we speak. Atlanta United 2 not making any subs. Crown Legacy, it does not appear that there are any subs. And that might be the first time of the season. Atlanta United 2 in their huddle in the all-black with red trim, gold print. They had to wait for Sebastian Guerra to join the conversation. Crown Legacy anxiously awaiting the Atlanta kickoff. The boys from Charlotte in the all-white. Atlanta moving from right to left. Let's kick it for 45 more for Kennesaw. Johnny Fortune. Swings it over to the right side to McFadden. Back to Fortune. Atlanta in their own half. Cobb. Back to Guerra. Passes around Mello to Cobb. Passed forward. Gets over the head of Joao Pedro, but Joao Guilherme chases it down. Walker passes forward to Joao Guilherme. Joao Paulo on the left. Picked off by Cobb. Knocked up into the air in the center circle. Brought down by Poraba. Tavares keeps it moving. And it's Petkovic on the left side. Petkovic skips past Brennan. Petkovic looking for some help. Has to curl back around to find it to Mayaka. Pass intercepted by Tuamasi. Back to McFadden. Back to Guerra. Guerra drives this through the middle, picked off by Joao Pedro, just sends it right back where it came from. Out for a goal kick. 47th minute, 1-1. Crown Legacy have not lost this season, have only drawn once, 6-0-1. Atlanta United 2, 3-3-1. Pass picked off, sliding challenge by Cobb. He gets there first. Crown Legacy player down, picking himself up at the top of the 18. Big play from Cobb after the near turnover by Atlanta United 2. Crown Legacy in their own half. Neely. Good ball from Neely to Ervin Cruz. Cruz dribbles to his left. Swings it further to the left. Tavares into the 18. Shot off the post. Back out to the top of the 18. Tuamasi able to find it. Gets around Cruz. Tuamasi up the left side. Firmino into the attacking half. Defended by Mayaka. Guerra got a touch on that shot from Tavares. Pushed it off the bar. Firmino back inside to Fortune. Now one more time to Cobb. Noah Cobb dribbling forward. Yuri Tavares nearly put Crown Legacy back into the lead. Fortune. Long run from Brennan. Can he get there around Joao Pedro? Joao Pedro slides. Brennan finds the second ball. Looked like Joao Pedro was going to get there on his own. Don't know why he slid. Brennan trying to curl around Joao Guilherme. Does curl around him. Brennan on the end line. Cross. Back post headed away by Cruz. Tiago brings it down at the top of his own 18. Tries to dribble his way out of trouble. Makes it happen. Petkovic. Through ball. Vinicius Melo. Guerra way off his line. Vinicius Melo spins it out to the left. Guerra back into his 18. Pass to the top of the 18. Can't get the shot off. Good defending from Atlanta United, too. It's dropped to Mayaka. Tumasi chases that down. Chaotic start to the second half. Shot blocked by Cobb. Back to the center circle. Settled by Neely. Will he stop to catch his breath? No, he plays it into the 18. Nobody made the run. They all wanted to catch their breath. Goal kick, Atlanta United 2. 49th minute. That was strange. Sebastian Guerra was 40 yards out of his own goal. Vinicius Melo did have to take the touch far out to the left. Wasn't able to get the shot off. Eventually, the shot was blocked. And Atlanta United 2 able to get out of that situation. Guerra up the left side to Fuad Adaniyi. Unable to really control that. Just blasts it into the attacking half. Neely passes forward. Tavares back to Petkovic. Out wide to the left to Joao Paulo. Ball over the top. McFadden wins the header. Tamimi spinning around to his right. Somehow slips a pass through to Brennan. He's got runners. Tamimi down the right side. Joao Guilherme slides. Gets there with the second stab at it. Throw Atlanta deep in the corner. That's another one where it looked like Joao Guilherme was just going to get there if he continues to run through. Very strange sliding tactics from Crown Legacy. Throwing on the far side. There's nobody to throw it to. McFadden tries to force it to Brennan. He's knocked down. No foul there. Cobb heads it forward. Tuamasi. Back to Efrain Morales in the middle third. Now Fuad Adaniyi. Up the left side. Wolf. Inside. Firmino. Gets past Tiago. Curls around to the left. Firmino pulls it back to the right foot. Firmino, cross, top of the 6, headed away by Joao Guilherme. Morales steps up to pressure Vinicius Melo, no foul. McFadden on the right side. Cross, top of the 6, gets by Tamimi. Just a little behind him. He tried to bend his body around to get there. It's headed out by Crown Legacy. Atlanta throw, attacking third on the left. Adeniyi. Throws it in, looking for Fortune. Mayaka knocks it back out. Adeniyi throws it back to Firmino. Inside to Ajani Fortune. Inside to Firmino. He is fouled. Poraba does not agree with the call, but it is a set-piece opportunity for Atlanta United 2. They wanted to take it quickly. That's going to be brought back as Firmino was still in a sitting position. 52nd minute. Tyler Wolf definitely wants this. Efrain Morales comes over to have a little conversation. Wolf with the assist on Morales' goal. That one was further out. This one's further wide. Inside of 25 yards from the end line, but out wide on the left. It's going to be an in-swinger from Wolf. Morales had some input. Will Efrain be the target? Wolf delivers. Back post over hit. Big right to left action on that from Tyler Wolf. Isaac Walker sets it down. Goal kick played short. Up the left side to Joao Paulo. Pass forward to Yuri Tavares. Up the right side to Cruz. Wolf defending. Back to Poraba. Mayaka. Tavares. Petkovic. Out wide to the left. Joel Pedro, left-footed cross in. McFadden heads it away. Petkovic, top of the 18. Cross, wide of everybody, out for the goal kick. Didn't look like anyone expected that cross from Petkovic, his teammates included. Guerra was a little flat-footed. But it's wide of everything. Goal kick Atlanta. Efrain Morales, Sebastian Guerra, Noah Cobb. Figure this out from the 6-yard box. It's Guerra. Up the left side, Adeniyi heads it forward. Cruz heads it back to Adeniyi. 50-50 ball. Fuad Adeniyi just goes flying through, wins the tackle, but Cruz comes away with it as Mayaka was able to help win that. Thiago, defended by Morales. Thiago goes down. Morales aggressive defensively. Free kick, Crown Legacy on the right side. Similar to the one that Atlanta had on their left. This one's on the right for Crown Legacy, inside of 25 yards. 54th minute. Joao Pedro comes across to take it. This is going to be an in-swinger as well. And that left foot of Joao Pedro, magical. He's on loan from Atletico Paranaense, the 20-year-old. Big future ahead of him. Joao Pedro delivers to the back post. Headed back across, still there top of the 6. Kofi Twumasi comes away with it. Tries to release Luke Brennan down the right. Cruz comes across, doesn't get there. Brennan gets the first touch. He's into the attacking third. Brennan into the 18. Brennan with the cross. Wolf misses on the near post. Missed it into the side netting with the inside of his right foot, Tyler Wolf. What a ball from Luke Brennan. What an outlet ball from Kofi Twumasi out of his own 18. And Tyler Wolf can't convert to put Atlanta up 2-1. 17's here urging the twos on after a good start to the second half. 55th minute, 1-1. That was a huge opportunity. Twumasi with a tackle at midfield. Wins it. Passes forward to Firmino. Firmino can't get the ball out from under his feet. Crown Legacy tries to pass forward. Comes off the referee. That'll be a drop ball. Back to Crown Legacy. Second half action presented by Kaiser Permanente on the SDH Network. Thank you to Kaiser Permanente for helping us cover soccer at every single level in the state of Georgia, including Atlanta United 2 and MLS Next Pro. Petkovic dribbles forward for Crown Legacy off the free kick. Joao Pedro dribbles inside, taken away from him by Brennan. Battle for it. Twumasi knocks it into the sky. Throw in, Crown Legacy. This match has these ebbs and flows where things get kind of quiet and slow-paced, and then things get absolutely insane. Throw in forward to Vinicius Melo. Out wide to the left to Joao Pedro. Petkovic looking for the switch. Finds it. Ervin Cruz tries to let this one bounce and come around. Fuad Adeniyi read that well. But the battle from Cruz, and it's going to be a corner for Crown Legacy. Poraba comes across to take it. The 20-year-old Chicago native on loan from Stal Mielec in Poland. 2 goals, 3 assists for the central midfielder. Poraba wearing the captain's armband. Outswinging corner from the near side. Poraba back post headed wide. Joel Guilherme got up for that one. Got a clean look at it, too. Wide of the near post from the header. Back post delivery found Joel Guilherme. Goal kick played short. Cobb. Through the middle. Can't find Brennan initially. Brennan finds the second ball himself. Brennan starting to become a big influence in this one. Cuts it back on Joao Guilherme. Dribbling inside. Slips a pass through to Firmino. Firmino's onside in the 18. Back to the top of the 18. A Johnny Fortune. Can he spin back to the right? No, he can't. Tries to lay it off. It's given away. Crown Legacy won a break. Thiago couldn't find the switch. Kofi Twumasi shut it down. Tamimi tries to lay it off for Firmino. We're back in one of those Captain Insano moments in this match in the 58th minute. 59th minute now. Atlanta United 2. Adeniyi. Twumasi lays it off for Wolf. Crown Legacy comes away with it. Passed forward. Vinicius Melo lays it off to Petkovic. Cross to the back post. Overhit. Tavares is going to run this down. On the end line, Yuri Tavares, cross, back to the top of the 18. Two Crown Legacy players get in each other's way. Kareem Tamimi comes back to recover possession for Atlanta. Tamimi, dribbling through 2, passes through 3, but can't find Firmino. Joao Guilherme, forward to Petkovic. Now Paraba in the attacking half. Great ball through from Thiago. Yuri Tavares saves Guerra. Kick save with the right foot. Sebastian Guerra on Yuri Tavares. Vinicius Melo brings it down. Top of the 18. Petkovic curler high and wide. Game is crazy. 59th minute. Whew. Sebastian Guerra with the goal kick. He's going to give it to Cobb. Great save from Guerra with the right foot. Yuri Tavares had an opportunity to put Crown Legacy back into the lead. Tyler Wolf had an opportunity not long before that could have put Atlanta into the lead for the first time. But we're still 1-1. Efrain Morales back to Guerra off the goal kick. Atlanta playing short. Across to the right to Cobb. Cobb, long ball down the right side. Brennan. Joao Guilherme knocks it down. Joao Pedro knocks it all the way back to Isaac Walker. Walker passes forward to Joao Guilherme. Now Joao Pedro still in his own half. Brennan harassing him. Brennan goes down. Joao Pedro was trying to shield Brennan off. Arms were swinging, and he's going to get a yellow card. So the foul is called for the arm swinging to knock Brennan to the ground. Brennan sitting up, back to his feet. Atlanta's going to make a sub here. So is Crown Legacy. And we'll get caught up on all of these. Cruz's day is done. His first MLS Next Pro appearance, Ervin Cruz. Jacob Williams into the match. Brian Romero in for Petkovic. We'll get the Atlanta subs as well because there were a few of them as we get reshaped here. Tony Tiente into the match. Johnny Fortune's day is done. Eric Centeno into the match. And Sean Lanza into the match. Okay, Atlanta free kick. They play back. We'll get all that reset as we go. Guerra squares it to Morales. Wolf, McFadden, and Fortune are out. Tiente, Centeno, and Lanza in. Long ball over the top, looking for Centeno, but it's going to get into the hands of Walker, the top of his own 18. Rolled short Neely back to Joao Guilherme. Trying to dribble out of trouble. Tamimi stabs it away, just to Neely, though. Back to Walker. Across to Joao Pedro. Pressure from Atlanta. He's got help up the left side. Passed inside to Thiago. Pass intercepted by Cobb in the middle third. Tiente knocks it back to Cobb. Cobb squares it to his left to Efrain Morales. Morales. Back to Cobb. Vinicius Melo pressuring. Kofi Twumasi there to help build up the play. Morales. Twumasi. Adeniyi on the left. Over the top for Firmino. He's onside. Curled that run. Joao Guilherme able to get there first. Mayaka drives this up the right side to Romero. He brings it down. Passed inside to Vinicius Melo. He lets it run to Yuri Tavares. Tavares has the overlap. Plays it down the left side. Opportunity here for Williams. Cross gets all the way through, but Guerra had everything handled. Let that ride. Goal kick Atlanta. 64th minute. 1-1. Don't forget, if this finishes in a draw in regulation, we will go to a penalty shootout for a bonus point in the standings. Morales tries to drive the goal kick long. Doesn't come off. It's given away. Vinicius Melo lays it off. Thiago lays it off to the left to Yuri Tavares. 1v1. Tavares. Lanza stands him up. Corner. Crown Legacy. Big test for the academy product. Sean Lanza straight out of the gate. Yuri Tavares, one of the top players in MLS Next Pro, isn't able to get that cross in. Lanza held his ground in his third appearance of the season. In-swinging corner from the far side for Crown Legacy. In-swinging corner delivered to the penalty spot. Header trying to flash that one is Joao Guilherme. Just trying to get enough of a redirection on it, but it goes wide. Goal kick. 1-1, 65th minute. Goal kick played short to Guerra. Long up the left side to Adeniyi. Heads it forward to Centeno. Doesn't connect. Neely back to his goalkeeper, Walker. Joao Pedro. Joao Guilherme. Forward to Poraba. Long diagonal from Poraba to Williams. Crown Legacy into the attacking half now. Thiago. Forward to Yuri Tavares. Defended by Cobb. Cobb knocks it away from him initially. Still Tavares in possession. Out wide on the left. Has Williams there to help. Uses that. Passes back one more time to Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro up the left side. Yuri Tavares now out wide. Slips a pass through into the 18. Cross gets through everybody. Finds Centeno on the backside of the play. Centeno wants to hit the Jets. Does. Keeps going. Eric Centeno driving into the attacking half. Passes forward but can't find Firmino. Centeno flipped the field though. Can Atlanta keep it here? Yes, they'll get a throw on the far side. That run doesn't get to the stat sheet by Eric Centeno, but it is a one-man counterattack where he covered about 50, 60 yards to get Atlanta into the attacking half. 67th minute, Lanza takes the throw. Tamimi brings it down. Mayaka swings, misses. Had a little help on that swing and a miss from Tamimi. Foul, free kick, Crown Legacy. Taken quickly, Joao Guilherme. To his right to Neely. Inside to Poraba. Poraba back to his goalkeeper, Walker. Joao Pedro now on the left side. Drives it through to Vinicius Melo in the center circle. Yuri Tavares tries to play it for the run of Vinicius Melo. He didn't run. Atlanta now in the attacking half. Brennan. Dribbling through the middle, Luke Brennan dribbles into traffic, loses it. Thiago dribbling away with it. Here comes Crown Legacy. Lanza there to try to stand Thiago up. Overlapping run from Tavares. Lanza blocks the pass. It falls to Poraba, top of the 18. Now Thiago. Cobb gets a touch in there. Twumasi comes away with it. Nick Firmino through the middle third into the attacking half. Nick Firmino to his left. Sliding challenge Joao Guilherme, and that's a great tackle from Joao Guilherme. Clean one, and Firmino's back to his feet now. Mayaka over to the left side to Williams. Back to Joao Pedro. 68th minute, 1-1, Crown Legacy and Atlanta United 2. Matchday 8 in MLS Next Pro. Romero on the right side. Big cross, nobody home. Atlanta throw on the far side. Temperatures here, hot. Not just in the actual mercury level there, but the way this game is kind of heating up. I think it's leading to some sloppy play, some disjointed play, but some very entertaining play. Tamimi. What a turn from Kareem Tamimi. Has Firmino. Back to Tiente. Big switch from Tony Tiente to Eric Centeno. 1v1 with Neely. Eric Centeno wants to hit the step overs. Actually wants to push it right past Neely. Neely knocks it out for a throw. Atlanta throw, attacking third, down the left side. Fouad Adeniyi will take this. He's got the long throw in his bag. Doesn't look like he wants to do that here. Tumasi makes a run forward for him. Centeno gets the throw, brings it down. Dribbling backwards, trying to curl around to his right. He's tripped up from behind by Romero. Free kick, Atlanta United 2. Unnecessary foul there by the Charlotte homegrown Romero. Atlanta free kick. Wolf had delivered these before. It's going to be Centeno now. Morales came over, might have had a little piece of input here. He's got the goal for Atlanta, Efrain Morales. He'll be a target on the backside. Centeno will hit this with his right foot, swinging it in on Isaac Walker's goal. Centeno, deep to the back post, doesn't get to Morales, headed away by Joao Guilherme. Swung back over to the left to Centeno. Centeno takes a step inside on his right foot. Across to Lanza. In the middle third, in the attacking half. One more time to the right to Morales. Atlanta will reset here. Lanza. Back to Cobb. Cobb in the center circle. Drives this up the left side for Centeno. He can't run that down. Goal kick. Two more subs coming for Crown Legacy. Yuri Tavares, his day is done, as is Tiago's. Marko Filipovic. Marko Filipovic into the match. We'll get confirmation on that other one. Crown Legacy sometimes shares numbers, so it's a little tricky. Neely passes forward to Romero. He's double-teamed. Adeniyi is fouled by Romero as Adeniyi had taken it away from Romero. That's another foul in quick succession by Romero, and he's going to go into the book. Yellow card, 71st minute. Eric Pena was the second sub for Crown Legacy. So Pena and Filipovic. Romero into the book, 72nd minute. 1-1. Fouad Adeniyi passes forward, looking for Firmino. He heads it out for a Crown Legacy throw. Flag was up anyway. Shots 10-4 in the favor of Crown Legacy, but expected goals in the favor of Atlanta United 2. Good turn at midfield, but Brennan knocks it away from Vinicius Melo. Atlanta back on the ball. Cobb. Back to Efrain Morales. Spins away from trouble. Dribbles forward. Adeniyi to his left. Picks it up off the touchline. Passes inside to Tumasi. Forward to Firmino. Fouled from behind by Joao Guilherme. Free kick Atlanta at midfield. Taken quickly. Tamimi. Can he get in behind? Yes, he can. Into the 18. Karim Tamimi! Side netting. Goal kick. heard the reaction from the crowd. Hit the side netting. Walker had the near post covered. 1-1. Goal kick taken short. Joao Guilherme. Morales settles out of knee. Can't find it, though. Romero on it. Here comes Crown Legacy. Romero back to his left. Slips a pass through. Shot past Guerra. Goal, Crown Legacy. 2-1. Atlanta was looking to the AR. Goal is given. Everyone froze in that situation. Brian Romero slips the pass through. Great work from Romero. And Crown Legacy takes the 2-1 lead. We're going to take the hydration break here just a little early, 74th minute. Opportunity for both teams to reset for the conclusion of this one. It was Marko Filipovic who got the goal, his second of the year in his fourth game. The 23-year-old Serbian, he's played in the Serbian and Hungarian professional leagues. First time in the U.S. He gets the goal. Romero was just curling through, slipped that pass through. Borderline offside. Filipovic was able to walk the tightrope. Immediate looks to the AR on our side of the pitch. No hesitation from him to keep the flag down. 2-1 Crown Legacy. Atlanta United 2 taking this opportunity to figure out the game plan for the last 15 minutes plus stoppage time. Curious to see what they have in mind here. They've got subs they can use if they want. Second half has been very even between these two teams. A few more shots on the Crown Legacy side, but not necessarily good chances until that goal. One save from Guerra that was big. One miss from Wolf that was big. And Tamimi put one into the side netting as well. Atlanta will kick off. 76th minute. 17s urging their twos on. Everybody ready to kick off, but we didn't have a ball. Let's try that again. Firmino drops it back to Tiente. 2-1 Crown Legacy. Tumasi. Cobb. Cobb looking for options. Still looking. Finds Brennan at midfield. Drops it to Lanza. All the way back to Guerra. Cobb. Dribbles out of his defensive third. 77th minute. Back to Guerra, top of his own 18. Crown Legacy defending in a 4-1-4-1. Cobb, long down the right side, too long. Brennan can't rescue it. Throw Crown Legacy. Jacob Williams will take it eventually. Drops it into Joao Pedro. Slams it forward. Efrain Morales at midfield recovers it. Into the attacking half. Centeno lays it back to Morales. Squares it to the right to Lanza. Has Cobb as a backboard, uses that. Cobb to his left to Morales. Back to his right to Cobb. Dribbling forward, Noah Cobb. Brennan out wide on the right. Gets it. Up the right side to Firmino, slips in behind. Pulls it back. Brennan makes the underlapping run. Brennan gets on an edge of the 18. Cross. back post, over the head of Centeno. He gets a touch to it. Can't get it to Adeniyi. Romero clears. Morales heads it forward. Adeniyi can't keep that in on the touchline. Throw in, Crown Legacy. Neely will take the throw. Throws it into his goalkeeper, Walker. Pressure from Tamimi. Walker handles that fine, but clears it out into the middle third for an Atlanta throw. Substitution coming for Atlanta. Tamimi's day is done. Highmar into the match. So Firmino will probably go up top. Actually, it looks like Brennan has gone up top. Completely shifted things around now. Brennan as the 9. Centeno over to the right. Highmar to the left. That's the front three for Atlanta. Tiente squares it to his right to Cobb. Atlanta in possession. Sebastian Guerra, top of zone 18 in the 79th minute. Noah Cobb. Over the top. Brennan trying to get in behind. Joao Guilherme heads it to his left to Joao Pedro. Pressure from Centeno. Williams helps it along. Atlanta throw in the middle third. 80th minute. Tumasi heads it forward. Centeno fighting for it. Tumasi knocks it out wide to Firmino. Back to Lanza. Lanza back to Cobb in his own half. Morales dribbles into the attacking half. Up the left side to Highmar's first touch is a cross. Back post. Firmino brings it down. Outside the 18 now. Can't keep it in off the end line. Goal kick. Crown Legacy. Isaac Walker will take the goal kick. Brennan got fooled, stepped into the 18. Walker uses it as an opportunity to slow things down. Joao Guilherme out wide to the right. Neely inside. Paraba. One more time inside. Pena knocks it back to Walker. Walker. Long diagonal over the head of Filipovic, who has the go-ahead goal right now. But it's headed out. Crown Legacy will take the throw on the far side with Williams. Still time here for Atlanta United 2, but they've got to mount a rally. Filipovic trying to spin back. Has help from Pena. Mayaka now, midfield. Cross to the right to Neely. Highmar stepping up to close that down. Gives it away. Adeniyi to Highmar. Highmar tries to hit the quick release to Brennan. Joao Guilherme steps across to win it. He clears long. Morales will let that go so he can get settled on it. He'll run it down in the corner. Forward to Tiente. Across to the right to Cobb. Cobb up the right side to Centeno. He's into the attacking half now. Eric Centeno trying to turn the corner on Williams. Centeno can't get the cross in, but he can get the corner. 82nd minute corner, Atlanta United 2. Highmar goes over to take it. Left-footed delivery. This is going to be an in-swinger. Morales going up. Cobb going up. Adeniyi going up. Tiente going up. Everybody going up. Lanza will stay back. Centeno will be about 30 yards from goal. Highmar delivers. Top of the 6. Headers wide. Goal kick. Not sure if Cobb or Morales got ahead to it, but we have a head-to-head collision. Cobb is the Atlanta player involved. And he's down. Crown Legacy player down as well. It's Filipovic. Cobb sitting up. Filipovic has stayed down. It's good delivery from Highmar, and multiple players went up in a crowd to try to get their head to it. It looks like Cobb and Filipovic got each other in that collision. 83rd minute. 2-1 Crown Legacy. Filipovic sitting up now. Came off the bench to get the go-ahead goal, Marko Filipovic. Cobb and Filipovic both helped to their feet. We'll see if any further checks are needed on both of them for that collision. Referee taking stock of everything here. Filipovic going to the sideline. Cobb going back to the back line. And it's a goal kick, Crown Legacy. Now Filipovic is going to stay on. Both players allowed to stay on. Walker will take the goal kick as we're now into the 84th minute. Walker. Joao Guilherme. Neely. Neely dribbles it out. Pressure from Highmar, and that goes out for a throw. Atlanta throw. Highmar wants to take this one. He backs up to the signboards. Efrain Morales comes up into the 18 for this. Lanza stays home. Highmar. Edge of the 6. Morales doesn't connect. He commits a foul. Push. Free kick. Crown Legacy. 85th minute. 2-1 lead for the boys from Charlotte. It's been a great start to their MLS Next Pro era, Crown Legacy. 6-0-1 coming in, 19 points. Can they go to 7 wins? Can Atlanta find a late equalizer? Free kick played long. Lanza lets this go out for a throw. Atlanta throw far side. 5 minutes plus stoppage time left in this one. Lanza throws up the line. Tiente can't get to it. Williams knocks it up to Romero. Romero passes forward to Vinicius Melo. Drops it back. Opportunity here. Filipovic loses his footing in the 18. Gets back up, gets on it. Back heel to Pena. Pena back to Filipovic. Crown Legacy keeping possession here in the attacking half. Williams back to the center circle to Joao Guilherme. Back to Williams on the left. Atlanta's got to go get this somehow. Filipovic hits Williams on the underlapping run. Sliding challenge. Centeno tried to get to it, knocks it out for a corner. Corner here for Crown Legacy, and they will absolutely take their time as they should. Poraba will deliver. Poraba has it now in the corner. 2-1 lead for Crown Legacy. In-swinging corner from David Poraba. Whistle blown. Delivers to the top of the 6. Guerra comes through traffic to claim it. Good catch for Sebastian Guerra. Guerra. Sidewinder punt down the left side to Highmar. Great ball from Guerra. Highmar takes a touch forward. Dribbles forward. Gets past the sliding challenge of Romero. Highmar's cross blocked into the air by Romero. Mayaka clears badly. Firmino volley wide to the near post. Firmino tried to hit that after a poor clearance from Mayaka. It's a very difficult bouncing one for Firmino, and it's wide of the near post. Goal kick, Crown Legacy, 88th minute now. At least 3 minutes of stoppage time. We'll see how much more is given. Goal kick played long. Morales goes up for it. Vinicius Melo got in front of him. Gets the foul. Not sure how much of a push that was. I think it's just really crafty from Vinicius Melo to get his body in between that ball and the defender, get a little bit of contact, get the free kick. 88th minute. Mayaka will take the free kick to the side to Williams. Williams on the left. Pops it into the attacking third. Pena tries to bring this down. Can't do it. Atlanta throw, but deep in their own corner. Got a long way to go here. Lanza looking for some help. Throws it down the line. Tiente heads it forward. Brennan heads it forward, but nobody's there. Pass back to Walker by Crown Legacy. Walker drives it forward right to Noah Cobb's chest. Cobb brings it down, passes forward. Twumasi looked like he was fouled. It's not called. Poraba, through ball. Romero, picked off by Morales. Tiente gets the outlet pass to the left. Highmar, inside to Firmino. Back down to the left to Highmar. Foot race with Joao Guilherme, knocked out for a throw. Atlanta will take it quickly. Highmar to Firmino. Firmino up the left side to Highmar. Inside to Tiente. Back to Firmino. Firmino tries to dribble past Mayaka. Can't do it. Atlanta will get another throw. This time 40 yards from goal. 89th minute. 2-1 lead Crown Legacy. Throw in. Back to Fuad Adeniyi. Adeniyi back into his own half to Cobb. Cobb swings it over to the right to Sean Lanza. Lanza up the right side to Eric Centeno. Centeno has a lane. Can he get the cross in here? He does. Back post. Volley. Oh, doesn't get to Firmino. Headed away from him by Joao Guilherme. Neely clears. Vinicius Melo chasing, but Efrain Morales will get there. Passed back into the 18 to Guerra. Stoppage time about to be shown on the far side. Noah Cobb passes to the right to Lanza. Back to Cobb. Almost into that second half stoppage time. Clock running away from Atlanta United 2. 5 minutes to try to find an equalizer. Centeno brings it down. Lanza slides. Can't get there first. Pena did. Filipovic down the left. 5 minutes for Atlanta United 2. Pena passes inside to Mayaka. His long switch comes up short. Adeniyi passes up to Highmar. Highmar has the run of Firmino, uses it. Highmar, underlapping run. Firmino dribbling, corner of the 18. Plays into the 18 to Highmar. Highmar cuts back across. Is it a handball? No, it's not a handball. Great play from Joao Pedro. Comes away with it, swings it over to the left side to Filipovic. Great recovery defending from Joao Pedro after Highmar and Firmino had gotten into the 18. Filipovic down the left side. About 4 minutes left in this one. Very bad pass given away. Tiente finds it. Adeniyi. Pressure from Romero. Drops it to Morales. Atlanta trying to get out of their defensive third. Back to Cobb. Adeniyi feeling the effects of a very hot afternoon. He's struggling. Cobb and Morales will try to carry this one forward. Morales. Tiente now over on the left. Tiente over the top for Brennan. Joao Guilherme gets there first. Brennan fighting for the second ball. Goes through Joao Guilherme. He dives forward, hits it with the shoulder blade. Really good play. Joao Guilherme. He's pumping the fists, and he should be. What a play from the Brazilian center back. Battling with Brennan. Both are just fighting for the ball. And Joao Guilherme dives forward with his back to knock that away. Outstanding play. Throw, Crown Legacy. Neely, forward to Vinicius Melo. Morales had a lot of hands on Vinicius Melo. Free kick, Crown Legacy. They take it quickly. Poraba, Pena, over to Williams. Crown Legacy playing a little hide and seek with the ball right now, trying to see out this 2-1 lead. Joao Pedro passes forward to Filipovic. Back to Williams. Atlanta's got to go find this. Brennan chasing. Joao Pedro swings it over to the right to Joao Guilherme. Neely. Highmar steps up to press. Brennan chasing Joao Guilherme. Back to Walker. Crown Legacy running out of room to play this back. Walker hits a long diagonal, and it's a good one to Williams. Flips it over the head of Lanza. Here comes Filipovic into the attacking half. 4v3.5 for Crown Legacy. Filipovic lays it off. Vinicius Melo into the 18. Sliding block from Morales. Atlanta's still got life. Kofi Twumasi spins around Pena. Passes forward to Centeno. Can Atlanta make Crown Legacy pay for that? Centeno dribbling forward. Cuts around Mayaka. Has Highmar. Highmar corner of the 18. Cross. Back post. Goes up for it. Header off the crossbar. And out. Joel Guilherme heads it away. Nick Firmino headed it off the crossbar. Gets the ball back from Adeniyi. Firmino wants to find the equalizer. Dribbles forward. Tackled away by Mayaka. Vinicius Melo knocks it out wide to Filipovic. Crown Legacy just have to see this out at this point. Vinicius Melo draws a little contact from Lanza and goes down. Free kick, Crown Legacy. That might just do it. Highmar with the cross to the back post. Firmino went up as high as he could into the air. Headed it off the crossbar. Had Walker beaten. Then demanded the ball back. Trying to make something happen. Dribbling through traffic at the top of the 18. But a big tackle from Mayaka and friends. And Crown Legacy comes away with it. Deep into second half stoppage time. Not much time left. It's back to Joel Guilherme off the free kick. All the way back to Walker into his own 18. Walker plays it short to Joel Guilherme. I don't know if Atlanta's got anything left in the tank. Out wide to the right. Neely passes inside. Almost gives it away. Mayaka clears. Romero just has to head it forward. Maybe one more opportunity for Atlanta. Guerra passes to Cobb. Cobb. Long up the right side. Centeno's got to give chase, but he can't get there. He wanted that played to him. Cobb played it out in front of him. Throw Crown Legacy. Not much time here. Atlanta's going to step up and press the throw. They've got to force the turnover. Lanza battling with Vinicius Melo. Vinicius Melo just clears it up the left side. Atlanta throw. Inside their own half. Cobb to Morales. And that is the final whistle. Crown Legacy wins this one 2-1. The substitute, Marco Filipovic, is your match winner. Pass from Brian Romero. Match-winning assist. Efrain Morales had the Atlanta United goal. That leveled up Vinicius Melo's opener early in this one. Lots of things to talk about on the postgame show. Jon Nelson will carry you through that. Whew. That was a fun one. Sunday afternoon soccer here in Kennesaw ends 2-1 in favor of Crown Legacy. We'll be back on the SDH Network right after this.
Welcome back for the post-game show here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Mother's Day action at the Fraction ends with Crown Legacy 2-1 winners over Atlanta United 2 with the late goal from Marko Filipovic. Filipovic came in as a substitute in the 71st minute. And with the assist from Brian Romero, Atlanta United 2 players wanted to say that the offside flag should have come up, but Romero, who'd come on as a substitute as well in the 62nd minute, combined with Filipovic. Ball ends up getting past Sebastian Guerra for the difference, and that was Crown Legacy getting the win with the final score of 2-1. Looking at your stats, we'll look at those. We'll look at some of the other action going on around MLS Next Pro and get you ready for the next couple of matches for Atlanta United 2. Both of them are on the road. Looking at the numbers, looking at XG. XG went to Atlanta United 2, 1.31 to 1.13. 12 shots for Crown Legacy to 8 for Atlanta United 2. Shots on target, 3-1 to Crown Legacy, and 2 of them ended up in the back of the net for Crown Legacy on the day. Shots inside the 18, 10-7 to Crown Legacy. 1 each, hitting the woodwork. The late chance by Firmino off the crossbar at 90+2. That was as close as Atlanta United 2 came to equalizing this one right at the death, but it goes off the crossbar, and it was 2-1. Touches in the opposition 18, about dead even, 18-16 for Crown Legacy. Crown Legacy had 10 more entries into the final third than Atlanta United 2 did on the day. Possession 54-46 to Crown Legacy on the day. Passing accuracy 85%, north of 85% for Atlanta United 2, just under 85% for Crown Legacy. Looking at some of the other numbers, crosses on the day, dead even at 16. Corners 1-4 for Crown Legacy to the 1 for Atlanta United 2. Successful dribbles, it was 10 of 18 for Atlanta United 2 and 9 of 15 for Crown Legacy. Atlanta United won 57% of the duels on the day. On the aerials, 73% of the aerial duels were won by Atlanta United 2. Possessions won in the final third, 6-5 to Crown Legacy. Defensive actions, 21 tackles for Atlanta United 2 on the day to 14 for Crown Legacy. Tackles won, 2/3 of those for Atlanta United 2, 11 of 14 won by the visitors. 6 interceptions to 5 for Atlanta United 2, 13 fouls to 12, 2 yellow cards on each side, just the 1 yellow card called in the second half after 3 were called in the first 45 minutes. Looking at some of the other numbers on the day, looking at attacking numbers and distribution and elements like that. Once again, Morales and Tyler Wolf. Tyler Wolf had the shot that was in the side netting that could have been an equalizer for Atlanta United 2. He ends up with an XG of .59. Efren Morales with .3 with the goal ending up in the back of the net there for Atlanta United 2. So after this match, it's going to be a quick turn for Atlanta United 2. They have to go to Orlando City B on Friday. We'll have that match on the SDH Network coming up a little before kickoff with your pregame show, and then the match from Osceola County coming up on Friday night. And then on Thursday, May 25th, Atlanta United 2 is on the road with FC Cincinnati 2, and that one is on the campus of Northern Kentucky University, and we'll have that one once again. A little pregame for you before the match kicks off on Thursday, May 25th, before 2 home games in a row to finish up the month of May and start the month of June. Toronto FC 2 comes to Fifth Third Bank Stadium on the 28th on another Sunday match, and then on June 4th, a Sunday match against Inter Miami CF2, and they can try and extract a bit of revenge after what happened last week at Drive Pink Stadium down in Fort Lauderdale, having a 2-0 lead and end up losing the match by the score of 3-2. Looking at your division standings after this match has completed, now once again looking at the Northeast, Crown Legacy once again getting the win over Atlanta United 2. That takes them to a 7th win on the year now. They have 22 points on the board for Crown Legacy, and Atlanta United 2 now at 3-4-1, sticking at 10 points on the season. Coming into today, they were third in the Central Division. 3 stars of the match here at the Proving Ground. Your third star, Kofi Tumasi, as he continues to be growing in confidence when it comes to his activity and his part of what Coach Steve Cook is looking to do on a daily basis. So Kofi Tumasi is your number 3 star. Noah Cobb, stalwart at the back, was the man of the match here inside the stadium. He is your number 2 star. And Efren Morales, your number 1 star on the day, with the goal for Atlanta United 2. So 3 stars on the day, Kofi Tumasi, Noah Cobb, and Efren Morales. Looking at your other scores in and around MLS Next Pro, the 2 top teams in the Western Conference going at it, no surprise. Started the second half. They are goalless at the University of Denver Soccer Stadium. Colorado Rapids 2 hosting Austin FC 2. Inter Miami 2 at Drive Pink Stadium hosting Philadelphia Union 2. That one is early second half, and that one is tied at 1s. And it was goals on the board by Lorenzo D'Agostini for Inter Miami CF2 in the 27th. But then Mike Farinez, 2 minutes later, evens it up, and they are in the 47th minute in Fort Lauderdale, tied at 1 with Inter Miami 2 and Philadelphia Union 2. Los Dos, LA Galaxy 2 at Rock Chalk Park in Lawrence, Kansas, currently leading Sporting Kansas City 2 early in the second half. That one is a 1-0 scoreline, and Los Dos wasting no time. Ruben Ramos in the second minute with a goal on the board for LA Galaxy 2. They lead Sporting, and that one was also early second half. Kicking off very, very early in the first half, Houston Dynamo 2 and Real Monarchs at SaberCat Stadium. They are goalless, as is Hudson River, MLS Next Pro style, in Montclair with Red Bulls 2 and NYCFC 2. Goal on the board already at York Lions Stadium on the campus of York University. TFC 2 in the third minute, leading New England Revolution 2 by the score of 1-0, so wasting absolutely no time. Goal on the board by Catavolo for TFC 2. Matthew Catavolo gets the goal for TFC 2, the 20-year-old forward for TFC. So Catavolo wasting no time for the home side, getting a goal on the board in the third minute. They are now 7th minute. TFC 2 leading New England Revolution by the score of 1-0. Also on the board, it is T2 Timbers 2 hosting Whitecaps FC 2. And that one at Providence Park is goalless. You can catch that one on MLS Season Pass and Apple TV once again. 11 o'clock tonight, Tacoma Defiance at Starfire hosting Loons 2. And that one, once again, 11 o'clock, you can catch that one on MLSNextPro.com. Thanks to everybody here at The Fraction for hanging out with us here on your Mother's Day. Hopefully was able to celebrate your Mother's Day as you could today. So happy Mother's Day once again to everybody who was either here at The Fraction or listening to us here on the SDH Network and accessing the match however you were doing so. Late goal for Crown Legacy was your difference. 10 minutes to go, and it was a goal by Marco Filipovic that was the difference. 2-1 win for Crown Legacy today here against Atlanta United 2 in Kennesaw in MLS Next Pro. So for everybody here in Kennesaw, everybody on the SDH Network, play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day. We'll catch up with you with the next 2 matches on the road here with Atlanta United 2 and MLS Next Pro on the SDH Network. Play it safe, everybody. We'll catch up with you tomorrow morning on The Morning Show, 9:05 Eastern Time.